Hello everyone, welcome to Make News. Today our topic is trigonometry. I have took this topic today because most of the engineering students don't know about how to find the opposite side and how to find the hypotenuse side in a right angle triangle. To find opposite side, the opposite to the theta is known as the opposite side, and the opposite to the 90 degree is known as the hypotenuse side, and the rest side is known as the adjacent side. So if you form sin theta, we know that sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So here sin theta is opposite, the theta opposite side is O. So O, hypotenuse is H. O by H. In cos theta, the adjacent is A. So A, as usual, hypotenuse is H. So tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. So which is known as O by H divided by A by H. H get cancelled, so it forms O by A. So plotting this triangle here, which forms the triangle. So theta is here, the opposite to the theta is opposite side, and the opposite to the 90 degree is hypotenuse side. Sin theta is positive here because the y-axis is positive, and cos theta is positive here because the x-axis is positive. So when the sin theta and cos theta are positive, cosecant theta and as well as the secant theta are positive, and tan theta and cot theta are also positive. Also know sin theta is the inverse of cosecant theta, and cos theta is the inverse of secant theta, tan theta is the inverse of cot theta. So coming to the second quadrant, the x-axis is the negative and y-axis is positive. When the y-axis is positive, it lies in the opposite side, so the sign is positive. As well as the sine is inverse of cosecant, the cosecant is also positive, the rest angles are negative here. When we come under the third quadrant, the x-axis is negative, the y also negative. The x and y are negative means the sine, the cos, the secant and cosecant theta are all negative, the tan and cot only positive, because the tan theta is the sine ratio of sine and cos theta. When the sine and cos theta are negative, the both negative signs will get cancelled and the output is positive. So the tan theta is positive, the tan theta is the inverse of cot theta, so cot theta are also positive. Coming to the fourth quadrant, the x-axis is positive, the y-axis is negative, hence the y-axis is the opposite side, the sine value gets negative and cos get positive. So cos is the inverse of secant theta, so both values get positive and the rest values are negative. Plotting these things, when we get sin 90 minus theta, it comes under first quadrant. To find the 90 and 270 values, you should change the trigonometric function. So hence, for sin, cos should be made. For cos, the sin should be made. For tan and cot should be made. For cosecant, the secant should be made. Hence, for sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, which means sin 90 minus means all the things are positive. Sin, cosecant, tan, cot all are positive. In sin 90 minus, the sin is positive, so we should change the trigonometric function, so it means cos theta. In sin 90 plus theta, the sin theta and cosecant theta are positive, so the sin is positive. For 90 we should change the angle, so it also cos theta. For sin 180 minus theta, which means 180 minus comes in the second quadrant, so 180 minus means we should not change the trigonometric function, so the sin theta only come. 180 minus, the sin is positive, so sin theta is the sin 180 minus theta. So when it comes under sin 180 plus, the sign is negative, so we should not change the trigonometric function, so minus sin theta is the answer. Similarly, for cos 90 minus, here the positive cos, so we should change the trigonometric function, so sin theta is the answer. For cos 90 plus, the second quadrant has the minus x value, so the cos is negative, so we should change the trigonometric function for cos 90 plus to sin theta, and hence the negative symbol is there, so minus sin theta is the answer. Similarly, we should find all the trigonometric values. For 90 and 270, we should change the trigonometric values. For 180 and 270 and 360, we should not change the values. For find the tan theta, for example, tan 180 plus theta, sin 180 plus theta divided by cos 180 plus theta. The sin 180 plus theta is minus sin theta, and cos 180 plus theta is minus cos theta. So getting these values, the negative signs get cancelled and the output is tan theta. We can also find these values in the graph. The tan 180 plus is here, The tan 180 means we should not change the trigonometric value. 180 plus means here the tan is positive So tan 180 plus theta is just tan theta. So we can also find the values using these trigonometric functions or also by graph. So thank you for watching and subscribe to Make Views.